Since Dragon Ball Super started, many fans of the series have been dying to see the return of Fusion to the series that we all love, and I think now with the Future Trunks arc, the desire to see Fusion has escalated like never before because of several clues that Dragon Ball Super has given us. And on this video, I'm going to give you my top 5 reasons, my top 5 clues as to why I am fairly certain, in fact, I'm almost 100% sure that we are going to see Fusion. We are going to see the return of Vegito in Dragon Ball Super.
Mr. Satan wants you to subscribe to Geekin 101 on all these social media platforms. You chump. Oh yeah.
So like I said in the intro, I'm going to give you my top 5 reasons as to why I am very certain that Vegito is going to be returning in Dragon Ball Super, and I'm going to give you the top 5 clues that they've been giving us from the beginning of this series that we're going to see it, and that we're going to see it in this arc. Just a few months ago, before this arc actually began, Toei released some promotional art showing us Goku Black and revealed that Goku Black was indeed wearing a Potara. And at the time, we were not sure exactly what this meant. Some people thought that Goku Black himself was a fusion, and recently we've discovered that the reason why he's wearing a Potara is because Goku Black is actually Zamasu and he took it from Gowasu. And I think that the fact that they've been showing us the Potara since the beginning of this arc is a psychological clue that it's going to come into play at some point in a very important way, and not just for the bad guys. Speaking of the bad guys, the spoiler from the upcoming Dragon Ball Super episode, Birth of the Supreme God. We know that Zamasu and Black both have one Potara, and based on the episode title and based on just some common sense, I would say, or at least some smart speculation, we can assume that Goku Black and Zamasu, even though they're both Zamasu, are going to fuse, and that's going to be the birth of the Supreme God. And can you imagine how hard it's going to be to beat this guy when they're actually fused together? What better way? What better way to even the odds than to have Goku and Vegeta fuse again to become Vegito, and have it be this incredible battle between two fused characters, two Potara fused characters, which is something that we have never seen before in the history of Dragon Ball. Can you imagine the kind of damage that a fused Black Zamasu and a fused Vegito could do to the planet? We're talking about beyond galactic wreckage here, and I can't wait to see it. And I do think that it's going to happen. I do predict it's going to happen, and I think it'll happen sooner than you know. Black and Zamasu are so difficult to beat because Goku Black is extremely strong with Goku's body and Zamasu is immortal. So that combination's very hard to deal with. But I think Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks are going to have their hands full, and I think that fusion will even up the odds. Now, some folks have been wondering, well, wait a minute. If they fuse, does this mean that the fusion of Black and Zamasu will be immortal? Actually, I believe the opposite effect will take place. I think that Black and Zamasu are going to fuse, and the fused character, Blamasu or Zamasu Black or whatever you want to call it, Zamaku, I believe that this character will actually lose his immortality because the Super Dragon Balls granted immortality to Zamasu, not to a fused character. And remember, guys, when you fuse with the Potara, you create an entirely new being. It's not a temporary fusion like the finger fusion. It's permanent. And as a result of this, I think the Super Dragon Ball's wish will be nullified, thus allowing the good guys to win the fight. That's my prediction. Don't know if I'm right on that, but that is my prediction. And I think the most important clue that we've gotten recently was at the very end of Dragon Ball Super episode 62 when Gowasu said that he needs to redeem himself for what he's done. Gowasu has said that he is responsible. He feels responsible for the creation of Goku Black because he's the one who chose Zamasu to become the apprentice and kind of led him down the dark side inadvertently, and he feels like he should do something about it. What better way for him to help than for him to take the time ring, go to the future, and give Goku and Vegeta the Potara to become Vegito. That is my official prediction of what I think is going to happen. And the number one reason as to why I think Vegito is going to happen in Super is because we have actually been teased with this way back, even during the early Universe 6 arc. We found out that Kibito Kai, or Kaio Kibito, whatever, the fusion of Kibito and Kaioshin, the Supreme Kai, has been defused, and we found out that the Supreme Kai went to Planet Namek and used those Dragon Balls to wish themselves to defuse. So now we know for certain that even though Potara fusion is supposed to be permanent, with the Dragon Balls, you can defuse the characters. I think that Vegito is going to raffle stomp Zamasu Black, and I think they're going to be using the Dragon Balls to defuse, and thus the idea of them using Vegito now is no longer as difficult to grasp as before, because Vegeta and Goku don't have to worry about being fused forever. They can just summon one of the dragons and wish themselves to be defused after they get done with Zamasu and Black. Not to mention that the Vegeta-Goku team-up has been teased since even Resurrection F, when Whis said that if Goku and Vegeta teamed up, they would be almost unstoppable. And I think that all of that's going to come into play at the end of this arc. I certainly hope it does. I'm excited. I want to hear your thoughts. Do you think I'm right on the money here? Are there any clues that I have missed about this? Are there any clues that I have skipped over that are leading us into believing that Vegito is coming? Let me know. Thank you for watching, guys. Spread the video out. I'll talk to you guys later.